Hello and welcome to Motivate Others. The female body is a work of art. It is soft and tough, mysterious and aesthetic, and beautiful in all its shapes and forms. You already know a ton about your body. You live with it after all. But there are a lot of fun facts that you never pick up on, or no one ever told you. In this video, we will tell you about 15 fascinating things you didn't know about the female body. 15. Women's immune systems are stronger than men's. Women are different in many aspects from men, like structural, biological, psychological, and hormonal levels. Response to various pathogens also differ in men and women. It is also stated that women have a lower incidence of cancer than men, and women also better survive from a serious illness. Recent studies have shown that women have a better immune system against infections than men. This is due to the genetic structural difference. This genetic structure is known as microRNAs. This microRNA is located on the female X chromosome. The prime role of microRNAs, miRNAs, in the immune function includes an innate and adaptive immune response, development and differentiation of immune cells to pathogens, and prevention of developing autoimmunity. Thus, these microRNAs give women an immunity advantage over men. 14. Women have a higher pain threshold. Though of course pain is subjective, it seems to be the case that women, in general, can at least handle the discomfort of pain better, a new study has proven. According to researchers at McGill University, men rated their pain higher than women did during a series of tests. Men also were observed being more stressed and hypersensitive when facing individual pain than women. Studies have found that the female body has a more intense natural response to painful stimuli, indicating a difference between genders in the way pain systems function. A greater nerve density present in women may cause them to feel pain more intensely than men. The fluctuating nature of female hormones may amplify the body's perception of pain. For instance, when estrogen levels are low during the menstrual cycle or after menopause, pain receptor activity is elevated, which in turn causes the body to feel more pain. Before reading further, please subscribe to the channel and click on the notification icon so you can get notified when we upload the next video. 13. Women detect smells better. Scientists have long known that women tend to outperform men on tests for identifying scents, but only recently have they found a potential biological explanation. A study published in the November 2014 issue of PLOS One found that post-mortem female brains had, on average, 43% more cells and almost 50% more neurons in their olfactory centers, the part dedicated to smelling and odors, than male brains. The study's authors can't be sure that these extra cells are responsible for greater smelling ability, but they say it's a good guess. From an evolutionary perspective, an enhanced sense of smell may have helped women choose mates for reproductive purposes. 12. Women can see more colors. Men and women really don't see eye to eye, according to a new study. Females are better at discriminating among colors, researchers say, while males excel at tracking fast-moving objects and discerning detail from a distance. Evolutionary adaptations possibly linked to our hunter-gatherer past. Studies consistently show that women are able to identify more colors than men. While looking at the same scene, women tend to pick up on shades within shades instead of simply seeing a flat, uniform hue the way that men often do. Women were better able to distinguish tiny differences between colors that looked identical to men. And this is why we should always be allowed to pick the paint colors in a new home. 11. You're biologically built to weep. Adult women cry 5.3 times a month. Adult men, about 1.4 times, according to William H. Frey II, PhD, a neuroscientist and author of Crying, The Mystery of Tears. Some may assume that this is just because society is more comfortable with a weepy woman than a melting down man, but Frey says that there are several biological factors that can make women more likely to shed tears. At the cellular level, women's tear glands are anatomically different from men's, says Frey. Some studies say they're bigger, and that's one of the reasons we cry so easily. He adds that the hormone prolactin, well known for its role in lactation, also regulates the development of the tear glands and aids in the production of tears. Per Frey, by the time women are 18, they have 50 to 60% higher levels of prolactin in their bloodstream than men do. Great, that's just in time for the frustrations of adulthood. 10. Women smile more than men. Women smile about 62 times or more a day, compared to men who smile 8 times a day on average. This fact begs the question, are women happier on average, or do they feel the need to seem happier more frequently? Many reasons have been cited for this difference. Women tend to be more expressive, empathetic, and naturally emotional. They are born with better smile equipment than men and develop these muscles better over their lifetime. Another explanation proposes that women smile more because they aren't as socially dominant as men. Many other factors such as age, culture, and ethnicity also play a crucial role when it comes to smiling. 9. Women have better memories. Memories of events, episodic memory, is better amongst women compared to men. Researchers from Karolinska Institute in Sweden have found in a new overview published in the scientific journal Psychological Bulletin. It is official. Women have better memories than men. In a study published in the journal Menopause, women aged 45 to 55 years perform better in all memory measures, despite experiencing a decline around the menopause. Indeed, some studies suggest that even from childhood, women outperform men in memory tasks. This is especially true of verbal memory. The difference becomes more significant just after puberty and continues into adulthood. 8. Women's necks are more flexible. Have you ever noticed that when men turn around, they turn their whole bodies, but women turn only their heads? This is because women have more flexible necks. Women have a much more elastic muscle structure in general. This does, however, mean that women are more prone to neck pain than men. We might see a greater proportion of connective tissue within muscle under the male slide. Connective tissue binds, compartmentalizes, and protects fragile muscle fibers and, therefore, restricts stretching and potentially tearing. Women, on the other hand, possess more elastin, which, as the name suggests, facilitates muscle elasticity. 7. Women experience less heart disease than men. If you're thinking women have less heart disease because they have less stress in their lives, you would be wrong. The hormones of premenopausal women seem to be protective against heart disease. This logic tracks when you consider that women have fewer heart attacks than men prior to menopause, but by age 65, they are equals. 6. Women have sensitive hearing even while sleeping. And evolution is the reason here. Women are hypersensitive to sounds during sleep so that new mothers can hear and respond to crying babies. Women are most sensitive to high-pitched noises in particular. This does sadly mean that women are more likely to suffer from sleep disorders. Earplugs are your friends here, ladies. 5. Women have one breast bigger than the other. Breast asymmetry is very common and affects more than half of all women. The old wives' tale is that the left breast is always bigger because it's positioned over the heart, and therefore, more blood flows through it. But the real reason is simply genetics. The reason for this size differential isn't clear. It may be because women have more breast tissue cells on one side, or the cells may be more sensitive to the effects of the hormone estrogen, which causes breast tissue cells to grow. Though the reasons aren't clear, it is totally normal to have different sized breasts. 4. Women's bodies keep changing into their 20s. Adolescence doesn't mean the end of bodily changes for women. Acne, period cramps, and the peak of metabolism all occur during women's 20s. Not only that, but the body can become curvier and cellulite can start developing. The 20s is a non-stop emotional and physical development ride, but this all settles down in women's 30s and beyond. Well, that is until perimenopause. 3. Women get more cavities than men. There are a host of studies that have found that tooth decay is more prevalent in women. This is due to things such as salivary composition and flow, hormone fluctuation, and dietary habits. According to a study by the University of Oregon, these disparities between genders go back to the hunter and gatherer days, Science Daily reported. John R. Lukács, a professor of anthropology who specializes in dental research, said, "Reproduction pressures and rising fertility explain why women suffered a more rapid decline in dental health than did men, as humans transition from hunter and gatherers to farmers and more sedentary pursuits." 2. Women's brains are more intricately hardwired. Males tended to have stronger front-to-back circuits and links between perception and action, while women had stronger left-to-right links between reasoning and intuition, according to University of Pennsylvania Perelman School of Medicine researchers who imaged the brains of 949 adolescents and young adults. Women's brains are more interconnected than men's. This means that women are faster at making social connections and can adapt to routine more easily. But then we knew that, didn't we? 1. Women's bodies can't process as much alcohol as men's can. The long-standing belief that women generally get drunk more readily than men has some scientific backing to it. Women have less of an enzyme that breaks down alcohol before it can get into the bloodstream, which is why women get inebriated on less amount of alcohol. So the level to which you get intoxicated is not fully dependent on weight and muscle mass, as is commonly believed. It's amazing to know about the amazing creatures of God. Which one of these facts fascinates you the most? Do let us know in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed watching the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like these. Thanks for watching.